Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Duke Silver and today we're playing Pan's Shadow. Now, full disclosure, I'm not the biggest Pan's Shadow fan. I know a lot of other people really like Pan's Shadow, but to me it's just a much worse Zelhua in that it has a great late game ability, but Pan's Shadow lacks the ability to catch up after a bad early game, in my opinion. So yeah. But yeah, so I chose this game specifically because it's kind of different in that we don't necessarily ever really get a high roll going, but this game in particular highlights like how you can win a lobby with by recognizing like where you are in the lobby and playing around your opponents rather than just out high rolling them. Like of course you can still lose to high roller no matter how well you play, but this lobby in particular really shows that it's possible to outplay your opponents rather than just like outroll them. So yeah, we're already kind of deep into it here. Okay, so with this treasure, I can take rune stones and then turn this water wraith into a 4 right away. But because of Pan's Shadow's ability, I know this is probably my only shot at a level 3 treasure, so I am just gonna take the jumping beans for some extra stats here. Because this is my only shot at like treasure map or potentially like a crystal ball or some other level 3 treasure that's important. After this treasure selection, I regret it a little bit, but I still think it was the right call. And yeah, so tripling Water Wraith on 3.1 is kind of incredible though. Like it scales so fast. I've really come around on Water Wraith. I really didn't think it was very good, but I've been taking it a lot higher recently, and I've been pretty happy with it. Unfortunate that our support gets sniped right away, but again, well, like this Water Wraith is already at 2120 at 3.2, so very happy with this. Also getting on 4.0 we get a double Sporko shop with this fancy pants. It makes us quite a bit stronger already, and I might as well take a feasting dragon as I feel pretty strong at the moment. And that's just gonna kind of accelerate press the advantage that we have with a strong board. Missed the first slay though, which is a little bit unfortunate. So it's kind of worth noting that I'm rolling past Medusas here. Even though Medusa is generally pretty solid in evil comps, I feel like a lot of people take Medusa a little bit too early, and the value of Medusa just goes up so much more in the late game. And picking one up too early just is not it's not as good as you expect it to be. Because you can take characters that can trade better on average and actually do other things other than just shut down something the opponent's doing. So I think in general you want characters that are advancing your game plan rather than just being a shutdown piece early in the game. All right, and on 5.0 we get a pretty decent evil shop again. With the double Cupid and the Nean. Now I kind of jumped the gun here and take the Cupid immediately, but then recognizing that I want multiple things out of this shop, so I play the Shrink spell, which I should have played first, but sometimes that happens. But yeah, we're gonna sell for the Sporko. The Feasting Dragon has missed two opportunities to slay, so we're just gonna abandon that immediately. again, we're still winning fights like pretty handily. Now we get a second Cupid, and we got with the Fancy Pants buff on both the Cupids, so when it combined, it's going to have both Fancy Pants buffs. Potentially a third one. Having just like a giant ranged kind of scam unit is pretty good. Or a giant ranged Cupid can just take out back rows, and there is the Cupid. Which I am going to sell for. We go down two characters here, but we are quite strong. Now I think, well, Monkey's Paw is definitely much better immediately, but I'm pretty set up for Pumpkin Comp already, so I'm going to take Ambrosia, because I think Ambrosia is a little bit better in Pumpkin Comp. Because you generally want a full board, so you get just more summons out of it, right? They're both pretty good, but I think Ambrosia is just a little bit better. Also, it's worth noting that this opponent has two Medusas. They've clearly taken Medusas super early. And the Medusa is going to take us out, which is a little bit unfortunate, but Medusa is incredibly good against a comp that's playing down units. And yeah, we're going to pick up the Southern Siren. There's not a lot left on 5 that I really want here, but Southern Siren is so much better in the Ambrosia slot. And again, after seeing Medusas, I really like picking up Southern Sirens, because Southern Siren is what I consider an anti-scam unit. As in, like, when your opponents are trying to scam you, Southern Siren, like the scam units are generally pretty small, and Southern Siren can eat them up and take them, basically. So it's just very good against scam. So yeah, I'm very happy to pick one up here when I've seen a couple Medusas already. And here we see another opponent playing scam units. A couple apple trees. Southern Siren isn't quite as good against them, against the apple trees, but still pretty good. As long as they get like some damage, then Southern Siren can take them. Thanks to Southern Siren there, we get the win. Take another 5 treasure. This time I am going to take the Monkey's Paw, because I picked up this baby bear as just like a tempo play when I had only 5 gold left in the one of the previous turns. And yeah, Monkey's Paw with the cat and the baby bear on board is going to be good. And yeah, another Southern Siren is going to be a good replacement for the cat here, which has been on the board probably longer than it should have been. But it's been just scaling up this Water Wraith quietly this whole game, which is now at 51 power, so pretty good. And yeah, here's a second opponent playing Medusas. Again, this is what I was saying, like, about kind of recognizing where you are in the lobby. So seeing that I've got multiple opponents playing scam characters, like we're down to top 5 right now, and at least two or three opponents are playing scam units. Yeah, three opponents are playing Medusas or apple trees, and it looks like they're trying to get into Pumpkin Comp as well. So like if they're playing monsters and scam units, like these Southern Sirens just get so much better. And rather than try and combat their Medusas, I'm going to be trying to pick up basically like things that are good against the scam comp. Southern Siren again, putting in work, stealing their big thing. Getting us the win here. Knocking out the only player that's not playing scam characters. So yeah, so now top 4, all of us are in evil, either scam / monsters. So yeah, so Doom Breath is going to be another good anti-scam unit, because it takes out pumpkins in the back row, as well as it can just roll over Medusas. And it doesn't really care if it attacks into apple trees, because it's probably gonna kill the apple tree as well as deal damage behind it, right? So it's just really really efficient at taking out smaller characters. Just gonna make a last second adjustment there. Put the Siren in with the Oni King and the Ambrosia, or yeah, the Ambrosia slot now. The upside of having the Siren there is just way higher. A little bit unfortunate that they rolled an Earthquake to take out the Southern Siren there, but and we do get taken out by Medusas here. But I mean, that's just gonna happen if they roll well. I think we're favored in those combats, but you know, our RNG is still a thing. Now we got a couple Doom Breaths, and we got the golden Siren to hang out in the corner there. And actually, Lightning Dragons is a good adjustment by them, recognizing that everyone else is also playing Scam or evils of some kind. So Lightning Dragon can also put in work against pumpkins and back row Medusas. But our Southern Siren, again, just getting the job done. The anti-scam unit. Alright, now we're gonna abandon Ambrosia here and just take the Mimic Paw / Saber, which is just gonna be an absurd amount of stats. Again, I think all four of us in the top 4, we're all looking to be pumpkin, and none of us found one yet, which is like kind of wild. And yeah, I'm not really interested in playing Sporko anymore. With the Monkey's Paw and the Saber, we've got lots of stats, and so just having just a ranged character in the back is not really what you want. You want characters that do things. And I mean, Grumblegore is like almost the same as a Sporko, except that it's a monster, so it is going to be getting +20/+20 when it attacks, so that makes it a little more valuable to me. I see this opponent is trying to be spells as well as monsters on the back of I think just maybe some early monster books that they've gotten rid of, and then the deck of many things. Just the Sign of the Storms just aren't that big. We don't really improve our board this turn, which is a little unfortunate. The Pigomorph on the Medusa is huge, and taking out their Southern Siren in the back row is it's quite large, and we get the steal on their Sign of the Storm. And we finally find a pumpkin. I'm kind of considering playing this Ashwood over the Water Wraith. The Water Wraith has higher toughness, which is something I'm a little more interested in, even though the Ashwood trades better. Also briefly considering just ignoring the Monkey's Paw, but it's not worth it, just because the extra +10/+10 on the pumpkin summons is just too valuable in this specific matchup. Just kind of doing some repositioning. Their Smite takes out the pumpkin immediately, which is a little bit unfortunate, and Medusa gets to attack first. Alright, the Southern Siren again takes out Medusa, and gets 2 giant Medusas, which is enough to take them down. So yeah, Southern Siren just like really put in work there. And yeah, so hopefully that was interesting or educational, at least a little bit. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you would leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, all that good stuff. Leave a comment. I respond to every single comment. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.